first thing we're going to do though is we're going to pop into the save room here. There's some blue herbs there if you need it. I think the game developers Capcom were kind of anticipating the spiders poisoning you, and then you would kind of, if you didn't have any more blue herbs and you beat the boss and you need to hurry to the section to use the herbs, that's potentially my guess as to why they're there. But if you're kind of even the most, as I said, timid Resident Evil 2 player can kind of get through, and even if you get poisoned I think you'll be alright. Essentially you just got to kind of move out of the way of the spiders, but it's good that Capcom kind of catered for everybody by putting the extra herbs there, which is cool. So now we're down here, we're going to go get the extra ammunition. So use the lighter, we'll pick up the magnum bullets. Now if you go over here, I'm just going to reload my magnum. I'm going to put my magnum away in a bit. I'm not going to be using that till later on. Oh, for God's sake, if I can just pop down here, if I can just... There we go. I've actually done that a little bit quicker than normally. I seem to struggle with the pre-rendered backgrounds and getting in the right position, but that was actually pretty good. A nice little secret door there as well, if you need the ammo. So it's all about basically just preparing for the Umbrella Lab. You will kind of notice that when you do pick up the Magnum parts, and I've mentioned this about the handgun parts and shotgun parts, if you're low on Magnum ammo and you get the Magnum parts, whatever you do, do not reload your chamber. Use the Magnum parts on the Magnum when you get it, of course. Obviously reload before that if you need to, but it will give you a full chamber. The same with shotgun shells. If you've got like one shell and you get the shotgun parts and you combine it with the shotgun, it will give you a full chamber. So a little tip there to give you the extra ammo that you need. We're going to pop down the elevator now because Ada's going to run off again and meet Annette, and this will tell a little bit more of the story and how the virus kind of came to
be. Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
Right, so back as Ada Wong. Very, very simple. All we've got to do is follow Annette, who tried to take us out. She's not concerned about Leon at all. Well, she is, but she just wants to get her hands on the G virus, essentially. So Annette's run over here. She's gone up this ladder. So all we've got to do is just follow her up. Now, I've never been caught out by the bugs here as Ada. I think on Claire's scenario, when we play as Sherry, it's easy to get caught out because Sherry is a child and moves much slower than Ada does, which I think kind of frustrated a lot of RE2 players, and I can see why, because she does things very slowly and it makes it a nightmare for trying to get through this game quite quickly. Anyway, go over here and...
Don't move. You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself. Ada Wong. Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe. How did you know? Who are you? Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus, William Birkin. What? John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me. G-virus? It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus. Then that must mean the creature in the police department is... Precisely. My husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
This way.
It's sheer perfection. My precious G-Virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-Virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop! You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-Virus into his own body? The G-Virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot it! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! You son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus. As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. Even worse, every G-Virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures. And create offspring. No. Too bad.
Right, now that Annette's down, we can just carry on now. It'll soon be over and we'll be back playing as Leon. We just got to pop this way, pop down a ladder. Ada gets herself into a spot of bother. We don't actually find out what it is until we get to play as Leon again, but if you played this game before, you know exactly what's coming. But again, I don't want to spoil it for anybody who's not seen it. Oh my god. And then the action switches back to Leon. Poor Leon's nursing a bullet wound. He's really been through the wars. So he's just got to kind of suck it up now and just kind of crack on. So we'll go the same way that Ada went. Unfortunately, we can't go via the ventilation shaft that she went. We have to kind of go a slightly different way. But we do need to pick up some medals, which will allow us access into a room a little bit later on. So we're going to pick up the first one over here, and also some cheeky shotgun shells as well. Again, this is the game that keeps on giving. Very, very generous. Look at that. We got the wolf medal and shotgun shells. We're doing pretty well, so I'm on point to actually doing this. I think it all boils down to the Birkin boss encounter, I suppose, the second to last one. That's kind of make or break for me, and it all depends on how many herbs I can actually use before taking them down. Let's hope I have a good run with that, because I just can't remember how I did, to be honest. I do it, don't get me wrong. as I said, this is like with the benefit of hindsight, but a lot of stuff I'm like, I can't quite remember what I did. Oh, I got poisoned there. See, that's what I'm talking about. I should not have got poisoned there, and I have no idea why that happened. So, luckily, I go straight into this room and there's infinite blue herbs. I kind of thought I was buggered. I thought my run was over at this point. I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? But look at that. Fantastic. So, kind of, that was very coincidental. Anyway, drop the platform from above. This will allow Leon to get across to the other side, and then once there we have to raise it again. It's one of those puzzles that's very annoying. If you didn't know you had to do this, having to go back can be annoying, so just do it straight away, get it done and dusted. We've only got to do this once anyway, so just do it, because it's easy to forget about. I've done it a few times. There are also a couple of herbs here and more shotgun shells as well, so yeah, very, very generous the developers are, I have to say. Plenty of cool stuff to pick up. Okay, let's pick up the herbs. And there we go, another one. Take that. Let's just combine them, so we've got a double herb, double healing power, just in case it goes a bit Pete Tong. We have more shotgun shells. Oh my god, amazing. I'll just do it with my handgun. We're going to be facing the second boss of the game now, once we go through and trigger the next cutscene. It's very, very easy to kill. As I said, I've said this before, but if you know the movie Jaws and you've seen the end of it, then you'll know how to kill this creature. Or you can just shoot at it and friggin' it'll scamper away, but it'll be back for Claire's B scenario, so, you know, kind of go figure really. Well, however you want to take it down, it's entirely up to you, but if you want to make it easier on yourselves, then just do this method. But what is it you're wondering? Well, it's a mutant alligator with very, very sharp, jagged teeth. It really is a marvel of evolution. All this thing does is eat, kill, and make baby alligators. Sorry, quoting Jaws. Right, just move all the way back. Right, you hit the blinking red light and that will release a cylinder, I think it's a gas tank. Now, this alligator will try and eat it for some reason. So as soon as he puts it in his mush, basically just fire and blow up. And there you go, that's got to be the easiest boss in video game history. Absolutely no problems taking him down, and we can get back to Lady Ada now, who is probably a little bit relieved now that that ordeal is over. For some reason, the emergency lock kicks in and we have to unlock it, which I don't understand why that occurs, but it seems to happen a lot in Resident Evil games. When we're in danger, we can't even leave the room. But, oh, right, pop up here.
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up. That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Good idea, Ada. Best idea you've had so far. Now, what we have to do now is we need to use those 2 medals we've picked up. Rather, 1 medal I've picked up. I'm going to pick up the second one now. Sorry guys, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to pick up the second one, and it is the Eagle medal. See, that's how my brain works. I'm jumping ahead. That's the thing about doing commentary after gameplay. I'm like, yeah, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, and I'm like, it hasn't happened yet. So yeah, I need to just think a little bit before I sort of talk about what's happening next. Right, we've got both medals now anyway. What we can do now is we can use the ventilation shaft, provided we've got the valve handle with us, and this will slow down, I don't know if you can get in the right position, there we go, and this will slow down the fans to a stop, so we can actually get up and use it. And that is like the last time we're going to be using the valve handle in the game. So as soon as I get to a storage box, I'm just going to put it away forever. We really don't need it again, so it's got its uses. Very, very useful tool. And all the bugs have disappeared for some reason. We'll go down the ladder. So yeah, we just got to go back round now, and we have to take Leon's route, and then put the medals in and try and avoid the spiders. Now zombies will start to get up as soon as we turn the corner, I think. As you can see, they're sort of shifting on the ground. So just don't worry about them. Just run for the door. Now, nothing happens in this area. I think it's just the 2 spiders remain. But they are still a pain though. If I can just stay over there, I should have time to put them in. Put the medals in before they actually come near me, so that's something at least. Let's do that. There we go. Brilliant. Pop up and pop through the door. And boom. So finally free of the bloody spiders, so we're going to do another boss battle in a bit, another mini boss battle. Very simple. Before facing a tyrannical boss, a really difficult one, and then we'll be on the Umbrella Lab, so I'm going to do it anyway. But as I said, this next part's kind of make or break for me. If you've got loads of herbs, then you can kind of anticipate anything going wrong, and you can kind of power through regardless, but it all hinges on not this battle but kind of the battle after. They kind of happen sort of soon after each other, really. And this first battle's really easy. Basically, William Birkin tries to slam his claw through the ceiling and take you out. Luckily though, you can kind of shoot his hand with the handgun. Dust will fall from the ceiling and you can kind of know where he's going to move back. You just got to move out of the way, just fire at him really. So just move back there. Sometimes he'll repeat where he's going to go. Other times he'll kind of change his pattern. It's totally random every time, but very easy to kind of get into. There, look at that, that's really convenient. So if you fire just before the hand comes through, you can kind of get like 9 shots on him. And that helps speed up the battle somewhat. There you go. He's going to come down again. Yeah, he's going to repeat. There you go. And watch Ada finish him off. So once that battle's over with, Birkin kind of retreats, but don't worry, he will be back. We're going to leave the Skytram now. We're going to pick up the weapon box key, which is, you wouldn't even know is even here, because it's one of those occasions where, a bit like getting handgun ammo, you wouldn't like think to just kneel down in a certain area to get it, but you want to get the weapon box key because it's going to make the last boss really simple and less difficult. The weapon box key is literally just over here. So if you kneel down in this corner here, you can light up like a little cannon which will illuminate the area and show it off, but it's there regardless. You know, I don't know why you have to do something fancy just to get it anyway. It's right there, so thank God. That's something which is nice and simple. Right, zombies in this area now. Gotta be careful. You know, I'm never sure if I can get through this without being bit. I always end up getting like damaged by these friggin' zombies no matter what I do. If I can just have like a flawless run in this section, I'll be happy. That is, Ada's actually helping me out this time.